Okay, let's see here. Hi there, everybody. This is Wendy Keys Turnbull, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am an hour late, but I am here for my Facebook Live. Hi, Beth. We did lose power, by the way, Beth. For evidently it was out for 3 hours. It was out 3 hours ago, anyhow, because it's been on. The clocks were all weird. Hi, Collie. Did you lose power, Collie? We'll see if we can stick with this. With the wind, who knows how quickly we'll lose power again, but we are back on. Make sure you all say something. I see there's 5 people watching already, so make sure you say something. This is going to be a quick one. Hi, Sherry. I didn't plan a lot, but I did want to show you this really neat technique that I learned this week from June and Gina Lincoln, who are friends of mine from Canandaigua. Hi, Vicky. Okay, so you didn't lose it. It flickered, Collie, but you didn't lose it. Okay. We just came home from Henrietta, and there was a truck doing repairs on 64 up towards 5 and 20. So, okay. So let me go ahead and get started and show you this neat little technique that they showed me a video. I can't remember who the video was from. It was somebody very famous in the Stampin' Up! World. But I'm going to show you how to emboss with dies instead of with embossing folders. So super easy, super neat. So what you need for this is you need your Big Shot, and you need just the base, not the little skinny, let me see here, not this piece too, number 2. You just need number 1. You need 2 silicone mats, and you need 1 number 3 plate, which this is not a Stampin' Up! One. Let me find my Stampin' Up! One here. I just grabbed one out of the pile. Nope. The Stampin' Up! One is really messed up, but nope, actually it's okay. So number 3. So you need 1 and 3 and 2 silicone mats. So what I'm going to do is I just cut up some cardstock real quick. This is Pool Party. And I am going to, first just show you with this one. Just going to, first we're going to use, this is Stampin' Mist. This is a very old bottle of Stampin' Mist. The new ones are black and white. But I'm just going to give it 2 squirts of Stampin' Mist. And then I'm going to put my die on. And then I'm going to run it through. And that's not right, because something, requires 2 plates, must be, but not the number 2. So 2 number 3s basically is what it would be. Try this again. I did this the other day. I'll show you the ones that I did. Might have been yesterday, might have been the day before. Okay, now we will run her through. And I'm not going to run her back because I don't want the paper to cut. I just want it to emboss. Ta-da! So there's the embossed side, and here's the debossed side, which is really cool because it looks like sun rays. So I'm gonna, let me show you a couple more, and then I think I'll make a card with one of them. Okay, I think this is Lost Lagoon. And I'm gonna use one of these edging dies, which has been used a lot, evidently. Yep, this is the right way. Put it here. I want it to be even because it's going to end up showing up. Hi, Christine. No power here yet in these moves. So you don't have power, Christine? Okay. Beth is downtown and she has power. Collie's by the school and she has power. Hi, Claudia. Hi, Aunt Bev. Okay, here we go. This is such a neat technique. And I've tried to do this before and it's always cut. But I never knew to use 2 silicone pads, silicone mats. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Let me hold it still. So that's the embossed side, and that's the debossed side. So rather than having it cut everything out, everything is still in place. It doesn't even push out. I think that's so neat. Okay, let me do a couple more and then I'll show you what I did and then we're gonna make a card with one. Okay, now we can do it from this side. Now we'll do it from this side. And this time, I'm going to use some words. Obviously, for this, we wouldn't be able to use the deboss side because the words would be backwards. But, isn't that neat? Celebrate. Happy birthday. All kinds of things you could do to decorate this. But, backwards. And just one more. This one's pool party. I think I might, no, I'll just do it once in the center. Ta-da, feel better soon. And then you can just decorate around the outside. Or you could do all the stamping and then do this in the middle. Either way. Here are the other two. Let me put this away. Now that you know how simple that is to do. The silicone mats are not very expensive, so it's a good thing to use for it. And let's see here. So here are the other ones that I did. Let me see if I can, let me tell you what the name of these dies is. Just gotta get to where they belong, or where they are. These are the Gorgeous Garden dies. So I did the floral part in yellow and the leaf part in green. Pretty cool, huh? Just think that's so neat. And this you could use embossed or debossed. And this one you could do the same thing, embossed or debossed. Really like the debossed side actually. Looks like actual tree leaves in the foreground or something. So let me put these out here again. I think I'm going to use this one, the debossed side, to make a card here. And celebrate happy birthday. So, okay. And so since this is smaller than a 5 1/4 by 4, these are 5 1/4 by 4 backgrounds, by the way. I'm gonna trim this down. I need the light. Sorry guys, my eyes just aren't good enough to see what is where. There, that looks about right. Nope. Ugh, I need a new blade. Oop. Oops, I put that one too close. Oh well, it is what it is. Cut that one right off at the edge. Okay. 2 silicone mats, Christine. One piled on top of the other, and then 2 of the clear plastic. So here's the, So here's the setup. Just your base, so number 1, then 2 number 3s. So you have your base number 3, then you have your 2 silicone mats, and you have your top number 3, which this is not Stampin' Up! Brand, that's why it doesn't have it on it. And then you put your paper with the die down on top of the silicone mats and run it through. And you'll see that the silicone mats, let me stand up so I can look at this. Can you see that the indent's in there? But watch this. Gone. Completely gone. So it doesn't harm the mats at all. Doesn't leave any indents. Nothing. My mats are pretty dirty, but it doesn't leave any indents at all. They pop right back out. So it's really cool. I was just so excited when June sent me the link to the video that Gina had sent her, and I just had to share that with you guys. And I didn't have a lot of time to plan anything anyhow, so I thought this would be a good night to do it. So, all right. So for this, I am just going to use, I can't use colored pencils because they're, oh yes I can. Can't use colored pencils. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use the pastels because I don't use those very often. I'm just going to use the yellows, I think. So I'm just going to color in these spots. Get rid of the extra. Gonna stripe them. So that was crushed curry, and this is Daffodil Delight, I believe, or it could be the other way around. They don't have anything written on them, so it's hard to tell. Isn't it, Vicki? I know, it's really cool. And I'm not saying that it can't be done with non-Stampin' Up! Mats. I just don't know. They'd have to be the same width as the Stampin' Up! Mats, or one thick one that's the same size as two Stampin' Up! Mats, silicone mats. So. Back to the other one. Oh, now see, this is going to color right off the edge because that's the edge that I cut off. One more. Dark. I know, isn't it? I thought this was a new thing. I will find the original video. Actually, I can probably just look at my phone here for the text that I got. And where is it? June. There she is. Kylie Bertucci, yes. So Kylie Bertucci is one of the big demonstrators in Australia. It's fun to listen to her talk, too, because she's got that Australian accent. But that's where this idea came from. That's where she had lots of people working on figuring out the proper setup. And they came up with it finally. And it works beautifully every time. Okay, now let me blend that in. You know, I'm just going to use a paintbrush. And I'm just going to blend it. So that's taking some more of the color off so that the blue shows through. And you could spray this with hairspray once you've got it the way you want it. Rest. You know, this would make sense, wouldn't it? Get it nicely blended in there. Get that all the way over there. And you could even blend it up onto the upper lines there if you wanted to. Okay. There we go. And here we take, where's my hairspray? Nope, that's shaving cream. I got all kinds of interesting things in here. Somewhere around here. There it is. Little container of hairspray. There. Now no more of the color will come off. I am going to put this on a yellow mat. I don't have any scraps big enough, so I'll just put one. Oh, maybe I do have one big enough. Yes, I do. So I'm going to cut right about there. That is 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches. Hi, Deb. It is. Deb, I take it you're not making it this month either to the card class, huh? I miss seeing you. Please leave your silicone mats out for me. Well, Vicki, they're going to be in one of the cards this month, so you'll know which one to find them in. We're not doing this technique this month, but we are doing a technique that I need the mat for. So, okay, and then we're going to put that on. What color was this? Was it Pool Party or Balmy Blue? It looks like Balmy Blue. Balmy Blue, where are you? Okay, no balm there, Balmy Blue. Okay. I think we'll make this a top fold portrait card. So I'm going to need, well, maybe I'll just cut it first. 4 1/4 by 11. Score it at 5 1/2. Oops, scoring pieces off. There we go. Okay. Put these back here out of my way. And that. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop this off of here. Some dimensionals. Okay. Let's use the tool. All right. It's going like this. Middle of the card. Little crooked, just like me. So remember, when you do that, I did not mention, Christine, yeah, it is. It sure is. A great way to get more use out of your dies is you want to spritz before you run the paper through. And I didn't do it on all of them. I only did it on the first one, huh? So they all came out just fine. But it seems to work even better if you spritz it with Stampin' Mist, because the Stampin' Mist, according to Kylie Bertucci, the Stampin' Mist has a conditioner in it, which is going to soften up the paper, whereas water would just make the paper wet. So great to use. This is such an old bottle. I've had this forever. I do have my refill, which is newer, but so it's good to spritz it twice, spritz the piece that you're running through twice with Stampin' Mist. So, okay, so this die, let me tell you what this die is. When I put my dies on the magnetic sheets here, I always label which, so it was one way back at the back. I might not even have it out here yet. So the border, the edge die I used was from Elegant Borders. Put that back in there while I'm here. I didn't even think when I was taking them out to figure out what was what. All right, let's see here. Patchwork dies. So that was, there comes with 2 dies. It comes with that one and this one. So that was the patchwork die. The words came, goodness, I'm gonna have to figure out where those words came from. See if I can find it. There's one that still has words on it in here somewhere. This is the new mini alphabet die. Let's see here. Deckled circles, my gorgeous gardens. Here, this came from here. The words came from Wanted to Say. And they have outlines with them too. So Feel Better Soon has an outline. And Happy Birthday has an outline. And Celebrate has an outline right there. So, Wanted to Say. I think that's from the annual catalog. Hopefully it'll still be in the next annual catalog, but who knows? We will know soon, but not yet. Okay, so, oops, I didn't put those away. Lots and lots of dies. Okay. What do I want to do here? I want to could actually put that Feel Better Soon in the middle if I just plain cut it out. With rays of sunshine, not a bad idea. Let's do that. Feel Better Soon and the outline. We'll do the outline in yellow and the words in the balmy blue. All right, outline, yellow. That's not going to be wide enough, is it? Let's see. And just barely. It's going to cut off the R. I guess that's probably not the best thing to do then. Let's see here. Yeah, that's not going to work. Ah, yes, June, I was just saying that I got this idea from you and Gina. Thank you so much for sharing Kylie Bertucci's video with me. So I had it to do this with there. That'll fit on there. And blue, balmy blue. Balmy blue for this. Let me just do these real quick. I'm back to the regular setup here. Almost. My other pieces here. And put them both on here. We'll just tear that off there because I really don't need it. Here we go. Oh, that didn't sound good, did it? It didn't hurt anything, it just didn't sound good. All right. Okay. Let's put that right there. Okay. We'll get this off of here without damaging it. Poke these little guys out. I'll clean that off later. Okay, so to glue this, because it, excuse my arm, because it's so teeny tiny, I'm gonna hold it with this. I'm gonna use my, where is it? There it is. I'm going to use my little tiny nozzle. This is Tombow glue. I say that every time. This is Tombow glue in this little, I put it in the little skinny tipped, fine tip so that I can use it. First we got to get it to work. Let's see here. There we go. I'm trying to put it back in the tip of another bottle. Can't do it long distance. Get my, there we go. Okay. All right, I'm holding it with this so that I can get glue in most places. And that's too much. So I'm just gonna run that. It's gonna ooze out. Just put a few dots here and there. Still haven't gotten a new phone and going out of town for a couple of weeks, so after this weekend. So I'm not going to have time to get a new one for a while, but it'll come eventually. Right now our Verizon account has my name with my husband's phone number on it. So the only way I can get into the account is to type in the information and have them send a code to him and have him give the code to me so I can be verified. Okay, and we're going to put this on here so that it has a beautiful outline. So somebody is going to get a nice, sunny, Feel Better Soon card. I'm going to go ahead and put that on with, I'm going to actually use strips. I think it'll be easier to just put strips. Oops, let's not glue it to the paper. Strips on each of the pieces here. Will that fit? Yes, it will. And here, hi, Lori. Yeah, that would be a good thing too. That would be smart to use the adhesive sheets. I'm just kind of winging it here tonight because I just got home from my grandson's birthday party. So, Lori, have you done this technique before where you emboss with dies? It worked beautifully. If you use just the #1 base of your Stampin' Up! Die cutting and embossing machine with 2 #3 plates and 2 silicone mats. Feel Better Soon. So this is embossed under here, and then I'll just put a note on the inside. So let me show you those again, and then I am done, although I am going to show you the card that I'm making for swaps for on stage. So these are the ones that I embossed with dies. Celebrate Happy Birthday. I did the edge die. I did Feel Better Soon. And I did the garden, whatever they are, dies. And it's not cut at all. It's completely embossed. I'm so glad I know now how to set it up so I can emboss with my dies. It makes such a difference. Thank you. I like it too. Just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, but I like it. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing. Most of you won't be at on stage. Lori will be, but this is she's already seen this anyhow. The swap that I'm doing for on stage, and because it's so involved, I'm only making 50 of them, so I'll only be swapping with 50 people. And this is Bubble Bath, and my Bubble Bath blends, Stampin' Blends, started to go dry while I was making these. Let me show you. So that's the first one I did. And this is one of the last ones I did. See the difference in the colors of the flowers, how much lighter it is on the later ones. Let me see, let me go to the very last one that I did. And there is a method you can do to, oh, here we go. That's the very last one I did with the Bubble Bath. See how much lighter it is than that because it was running out of color. So there's this stuff, it's a Tim Holtz product, but it's called Alcohol Blending Solution. And if you take the nib out of your Stampin' Blend and you squeeze 3 drops of this in and then put the nib back in or put a new nib in, it's been a lot of work, Lori. You let it sit for a while and then the color comes back. Let me show you. Bubble Bath. So they've been sitting for a couple of days now. So let's see how well this really worked. Get a piece of scrap paper. And actually I'm going to put this under here because I don't want it on my, let's see. This is the dark Bubble Bath. Oh yeah, the color is definitely back. There's some color showing through from the other side, some black showing through from the other side. And this is the light Bubble Bath, which the nib is all messed up. I'm going to have to put a new one in. In fact, I'll do that right now. Then it'll have to get color in it. So I showed you before I got these nibs from a place in Webster, New York. Tips for Markers, it's called. And they work in the Stampin' Right markers and in the paintbrush end. I'll get that one out. We'll stick this one in. It's a little loose, Not once you get it stuck in though. And then we'll just let that sit. And when I go to use it again, that will be pink. It'll take a few hours anyhow, but. So yeah, I'm gonna throw that nib away. That's in bad shape. But see, those colors are much more like that than they are like this. They're much darker than that pink. So it does work. And so since I ran out at 35 cards, the lightest one there was the 35th one I did. I had to switch to Flirty Flamingo. So 15 of my 50 cards are made out of Flirty Flamingo. So, but that is the card I made for my swaps. All right. To beginning. Yeah, you'll have to check it out. Yeah, Lori, this has been a lot of work, but I did it all the coloring at once, all the stamping at once, all the cutting out at once. I have these strips that I need to cut, and I'm going to actually cut them at an angle, and then I can assemble the cards. But see, we leave Sunday evening for a trip, and we get back home on the 12th of March, and then leave on the 14th of March to go to Houston. So I won't have a lot of time to do them later, so I got to get them done now. The new nibs, Christine, are from Tips for Markers. It's online, tipsformarkers@yahoo.com or www.tips4markers.blogspot.com. I had seen something about them from somebody, so I ordered them. I ordered 2 sets of them. I think there's 4 in a set or 5. Let's see. I don't think it tells on here. Must have been 5 because I think I've already used one. And I've been gradually replacing my nibs as I need to. Thanks, Deb. Okay, so I guess that's really all I have to show you tonight. Thanks for tuning in, even though I'm an hour later than usual. And I appreciate you guys hanging out and letting me figure out what I was doing live. All right, thank you so much. I will see you all. Well, no, I won't be on for 2 weeks because I'll be gone for 2 weeks, 2 Wednesdays. But I will. Oh, Dawn, hi, you're watching. You should say hi. So you're included. I will do a drawing tomorrow night. So make sure if you're watching that you just leave a little post that says hi. So I include you in the drawing for something. There's some new things coming down the way from Stampin' Up! That will be put into place over the next year or year and a half. And I'm excited to tell you about some of them. I will tell you soon. Have a great night, everybody. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.